Being simple, basic, and plain is highly underrated, and being interesting, cool, and complex is highly overrated. When someone doesn't know you, your basic, plain, and simple is very interesting, cool, and complex. But the minute you try to be interesting, cool, and complex, then you start to play by a playbook that is trying to make you seem cool and interesting. And then you fall into a little pattern where everybody's trying to do the same things to seem appealing. So if you're your basic, plain, and simple self, you become very unique and very interesting and very cool. But if you try to be cool and interesting and complex in the same way that everybody else is trying to do that, then you become generic and kind of boring. So this is what be yourself means. We love the idea of being interesting and having lots of choices and being able to do things in many different cool ways, especially as creative people and artistic people. The thing is that when we have a bunch of choices and we have all these ideas about how we're going to be cool and interesting, what happens is that when we start to choose what we're going to do to be cool and interesting, we get in our heads and then we get stuck in the middle of options. Should I get the blue one or the red one? Should I seem like this or like that? Should I sing this like this or should I sing it like that? And then we enter into this like analysis paralysis. And even if we get through that, we are transmitting contradiction and conflict. So it's better to have less options in terms of how we're going to present ourselves and just kind of go with what feels natural to us. That's what authenticity is. But we're afraid of authenticity because we feel that if we're just our basic, plain selves, that it's not going to be enough, it's going to be boring, and no one's going to be interesting. No one's going to be interested, rather. So you are very interesting when you're just your basic, plain, generic self and you're not trying to be like anything that you think you should be like. That's super compelling, super interesting, and a lot of people will go, there's something about this person who's not trying. They're not trying to be something that they're not. And a lot of times we hear that, like, be yourself, don't be somebody you're not, but we don't really know what that means. What that means is just stay as you came, stay as you are, and stand in that generic, basic, simple self that you are. And stop trying to be this reinvented, cool, awesome, interesting person, because that is very boring, because that's what most people are trying to do. I hope that helps.